Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if I'm looking a little haggard, it's because this guy, I think, is going through the 8 to 10 month sleep regression. I thought it happened at 8 months, but I think that was just the 3 to 2 nap transition. And he is 9 months, almost 10 months, and last night was the second night where he would wake up in the middle of the night and cry, which he hasn't done since he was 5 months old, and basically couldn't go back to sleep. So yesterday I did implement the ABCs of sleep, and after one pop in, he did go back to sleep, but still. Yesterday, he also, during his second nap, pulled himself up on the crib, or the pack and play, and then basically would not stop standing and crying, and took an hour to go to sleep, which is not normal. So I definitely think we're in some sort of regression. I also wanted to film because today is Sunday, and as you guys know, we are starting to go back to service in person instead of watching it on Zoom. They have an outdoor seating area which we feel comfortable with, but it just so happens it is exactly during Ezra's first nap, 10 to 11:30, huh? And that means Ezra has to learn how to nap on the go, which he is not used to. He sleeps in his crib. He's a COVID baby. He basically never had to sleep elsewhere, and I didn't practice doing that, which is probably my fault. So we're gonna have to, last week was the first time he did it, and Hui was the one that was in charge. He did end up falling asleep and slept for 45 minutes, which is good. I was worried he wouldn't fall asleep at all. So I'll show you my whole setup and we'll see how today goes, because it's my turn to be in charge. And we'll just see how the day takes us, because as you know, with regressions, it's never linear and things might go all crazy. I'll also try to film tonight if he wakes up. So excuse this haggard mom of a 9-month-old who is pulling and standing all over the place. We'll see how today goes. So Ezra already ate. It's about 8 a.m. and I'm just playing with him. I just finished doing all the morning chores, getting ready myself, putting away the dishes, cleaning the bottles, preparing the next bottle, and yeah. Hi. This is his favorite area to pull up on, is the couch. Alright, so this is the bag I've packed for Ezra. We have his snooze shade for the stroller. I'll show you guys how I put this on. It's the same thing we have for his pack and play when we go to my parents or just travel in general. We have this JBL clip. It's basically our ghetto sound machine because we don't have an actual portable one. So I just play this one song I found on Spotify on loop. We have his sleep sack. Yes, we go all out. We give him his sleep sack too because we just want him to get all the cues to go to sleep. Hat for when he wakes up, toy for when he wakes up, sanitizing wipes. I have little shorts for him because I think I'm gonna have him sleep naked with just a sleep sack since it's a little hot outside. So when he wakes up, we'll change him to the shorts. And that's pretty much it. He doesn't need too much since he will hopefully be sleeping for most of it. You're so motivated. I got Ezra to go to sleep, I just walked around the parking lot probably for like 10 minutes, not even maybe that. I'm just listening to the service on Zoom. I'm obviously not going to do this for the whole time because we need the whole point of being here so I can attend service in person. It's literally just right over there, but he's there and that's why we're switching off. But just because this is only our second time doing it, I want to make sure that he can actually fall asleep, and then next week we might actually try to have him be closer to the area. But for now I'll just listen on my AirPods and hopefully he sleeps at least 45 minutes. Aw, good morning, sir. Good morning. Wow, you slept so long, baby. You slept so long. Good job. Good morning. Alright, we are back from church, and I'm still amazed that Ezra slept over an hour, basically an hour and 15 minutes, and then he woke up on his own, as you saw, right before church ended, so that was perfect. And then we got to mingle a little bit, and then now we're home. He's picking up lunch. Usually Ezra does eat lunch, but on Sundays, I don't really feed him because I usually try to give him solids an hour before he drinks his milk, but he drinks his milk at 1, and so it'll be a little too late to feed him at like 12:30 at this point. So we'll just take turns eating, and the other person will watch Ezra. So he's picking up food, and then he'll feed him at 1, and then he'll hopefully go down for his nap at 2:45. Fingers crossed, no issues. Hopefully he'll get all of his wiggles out and energy out now when he plays. And yeah, we'll see how the day comes. Good job, Ezra. So slight change of plans. I think I'm gonna feed Ezra myself because Hui said the line is pretty long for the sandwich place. So that way Ezra will be fed by the time he gets back. He can eat, then I can eat, and then I'll pump. Turkey sandwich with cheddar cheese, onions, sprouts, avocado, cucumber on Dutch Crunch. This is a big sandwich. Definitely feeling it, so I made myself some tea. I feel so tired. Flowers. Flowers. No. You just want to eat it. That's a mirror. Flowers. You just want the camera. You just want the camera every time. Okay, so he was a little fussy when I put him down, but I think he's asleep. As you can see, our camera angle is really bad now because it used to be where the camera was right next to the crib and it would look into it when it's perfect angle, but since he started pulling himself up, he would knock down the camera or try to touch it, especially yesterday when he was not sleeping. So we had to move it to this other angle, which I can at least see a little bit of his body to see if he's at least standing or moving, but I can't really tell if he's fully asleep, so I'm assuming he is, but it's at least better than yesterday where he literally was standing and crying and not going to sleep. So we'll see if he lasts until 4. Up on YouTube while Ezra's sleeping.
Hello. Since it's Sunday, that means groceries. So we picked up the groceries from Whole Foods. We always order it on Amazon and then do pickup. So let's quickly go through this. I got whole wheat bread. For lunch, we're doing pesto veggie sandwiches. So we have the whole wheat bread, and then we also are gonna put zucchinis and bell peppers. I got 2 extra of each because I'm gonna give Ezra some bell pepper, and then one of the new veggies this week will be zucchini for him, cheddar cheese for that. I'm also introducing lentils to him, so I'm making this lentil stew soup. So that's why I got some sourdough bread to go with it. The crushed tomatoes goes in the soup, along with celery, carrots, and a lemon. Then he's also gonna try frike, and so that's gonna be in a fritter. That is why I got eggs, in addition to ground beef because we're making meatloaf. I have a lot of wheat germ I need to use up, so I found a recipe that uses wheat germ for that. Breakfast for Hui, breakfast for me, chips to go with our sandwiches. Yes, I got the party size, probably a little too big, but oh well. Baby carrots to eat with our sandwiches. Grapes as fruit for me and Ezra. He's also gonna try grapes this week. Almond milk, of course. And then asparagus to go with the meatloaf. So that is our grocery haul for the week, including all of the food for Ezra since he is doing baby-led weaning, and he's gonna be trying 5 new foods this week. triangle dress.
All right, Ezra is asleep. I think, again, it's hard to see because of the angle of the camera, but he hasn't been moving and he seemed fairly tired. So we'll see if he has any night wakings tonight. Hopefully not, but you just never know. I think because we have some extra time, I'm gonna shower and get ready for bed myself, and then I'm gonna start prepping some meals for this next week. So I have to cook lunch for this coming week, and then I also want to prep a few of the veggies for Ezra. That way I don't have to cook it during the weekday as well. So I'm gonna work on that after I get ready for bed. Sorry if I look really scary, but I forgot to mention on Sundays I always do a face mask. So I'm gonna do this for about 15 minutes before I blow dry my hair. He was gracious enough to cut and wash the veggies for me, so now all I have to do is saute them. So it's the next day, and as you saw, Ezra did have one night waking around 9:35, but he put himself back to sleep within 5 minutes, and so we didn't have to intervene, which is great. He also woke up around 5 a.m. and then 6 a.m. just making cooing noises and moving around in his crib, so that's pretty normal. We've been battling these early morning wakings for the past month or so. What I realized is helpful is that even though he makes noises or coos, as long as he's not crying, we just leave him in the pack and play, and eventually about 99% of the time he does go back to sleep, so we don't have to intervene, which is great. And obviously we prefer to wake up at 7 with him, which is what was happening before 8 months. So yeah, even though he woke up around 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., he was just making some cooing noises, and then he actually started crying around 6:50, and that's when we, woke him up and got the bottle and fed him. So yeah, overall I would say it's a win because he didn't have any interventions required, and hopefully it'll just get better from here and that the regression is either ending or will be gone, because it's just rough waking up in the middle of the night, and especially when it's hard to go back to sleep because I was just so anxious that he would keep waking up. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video of a baby going through a sleep regression and also trying to train him to sleep on the go. If you have any questions, of course, comment below, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!